All right, we are here with Joe Gianti of K9 Heroes for Heroes, and we're very proud to support you as an organization. When we think about supporting a nonprofit like yours, we want to make sure that company or that organization has our core values,
Yes.
and you embody those core values
Cool.
to the T.
Thank you. That
Yep.
means a lot.
So a couple of them are care and serve others that we have here at Turf Pride Lawn Care. Care, just talking to you for 5 minutes, everyone's going to know that how much you care about this mission.
That means a lot.
You wake up, I could tell that you're focused on it.
Yeah.
Another thing, the serve others part of that, that's what we do every day at Turf Pride. We want to serve our customers and serve our community. And I feel that is your mission. You
Yeah.
are out there serving others. So
Yeah.
we are very proud to help support that.
Yeah, and that's what means a lot to us because just like you, we want to be involved in organizations that share our core values as well. And through the First Responder 5K and your work in the community, we're supporting that veteran and first responder community, and that means everything because if we can find like-minded individuals out there, both our missions can expand. And that's again the biggest compliment I can get is when somebody realizes that my goal and my mission is to serve. So thank you for noticing
Right.
that.
And I think, everything in life, if you're successful, it's usually because you are serving others and
Yeah.
helping others. And that's
Yeah.
what motivates you to get out and keep going
It, it,
and make
it,
it bigger than yourself.
it most definitely
So,
does because I want
yep,
to stand this organization up long after I'm gone because we can never do enough for our first responders and veterans for everything they've given us. What I'm doing is just a drop in the bucket, but it's amazing when I stand beside them, the absolute gratefulness they show for what we're doing. And I feel like I'm not worthy of that. It's just giving back and giving them the life they want to live.
right.
So
Yep. And that's great that it could help them improve
yes.
their lives and everything. So, um, I know there's got to be a process, and you've mentioned
Yeah.
a little bit of that. Like,
Yeah.
not anybody can just get a K9. So,
Right.
what is that
So
vetting process
yeah.
like?
So again, for some of the people might be new to Canine Heroes for Heroes or Turf Pride, our mission is to provide service dogs to veterans and first responders at no cost to them. So the process is the veteran or the first responder fills out an initial application of eligibility. If upon reading that we think they have met all the criteria, then we send them the longer application, which is going to be if you're in the military or DD 214, we're going to need some medical records because we need to know one, everything you're saying is accurate. You are capable of taking care of a service dog. Not everybody is,
Okay.
and that you meet the criteria. And we have to protect the dog as much as we're protecting the person. So it's a decent lengthy vetting process. We have people on our board and people outside that help us. If we get that DD 214, I'll send it to a good friend who will look at that DD 214 and make sure it's accurate and it's not a phony DD 214 because unfortunately we know that's out there.
Sure.
So once the applicant has been approved, then we start finding the dog for them. What do they need? It's not cookie cutter when it comes to the dog. They're not all German shepherds like Loki. Yes, our current our current person in the program, she has a German shepherd. We just approved a second veteran, which we need a little bit of a larger dog, German shepherd, Malinois, something of that nature that can handle some mobility issues that he has. So all the dogs are going to go through what you would see a typical pet dog go through. They're going to go through the obedience, the sits, the downs, the stays. They all get that. They need that foundation. And then we start putting a task on them. All service dogs have to perform 3 tasks minimum to be considered a service dog. That could be deep pressure therapy. It could be mobility and stability. It could be retrieval. So things of that nature. So we'll start customizing it for what the individual needs. There's some individuals that I've spoken with that they may start mumbling to themselves. And that will be the trigger for the dog to start doing a little deep pressure therapy, break them out of that mindset and bring them back into the present. So it's
Wow.
truly customized. They say you train the dog in front of you. They're not all the same. So we're going to provide the dog, we're going to provide the gear, which is the harnesses, the leashes, the beds,
Right.
all of that nature, get them a good crate that if they need to crate their dog, it's a good crate safe for them to travel with as well. And we will do the initial veterinary care. We're going to train the handler and the dog, obviously, and then we'll have some maintenance follow up. But
Gotcha.
eventually, the veteran has to take on, or first responder, they have to take on the veterinary care and the day to day care because it's not we're not going to pay for everything for a lifetime, but they will have lifetime support from us. But at some point, that's why in the vetting process, we need to know they can financially take care of the dog. And one of the clauses we have in there as well is we have the ability to come to your home. Is the service dog still a service dog, or did you just turn it into a pet? And
Gotcha.
if it's not being used for the purpose that you originally applied for, then we have the right to take that dog back.
Okay.
Service dogs do retire. You know, they get of a certain age,
Sure.
they really can't perform their tasks anymore, and that's fine for them to become a pet. But during their working life,
Yeah.
we need them to be working. So
Gotcha.
one of the other things we've been doing, since we're a smaller nonprofit service dog company, we collaborate with service dog companies throughout the country. So if somebody from California, Texas, or somewhere we really can't service them adequately, we can refer them to another service dog company. It doesn't guarantee them in the program, nor does the application guarantee them in our program, but it gets the ball moving forward for them. So
Okay. You mentioned about an opportunity that could be coming your way with the executive producer of Pitbull and Parolees.
Yeah, we're pretty excited that we were approached by one of the producers of Pitbull and Parolees, and we're working on a docuseries that will bring more light to service dogs. So
That's awesome.
pretty excited about that. It'll expand our reach as well, but the biggest thing is it will show a wider public what service dogs can do, because they're, as far as I'm concerned, their abilities are endless.
I am impressed by Loki impresses me every time I see him when you're showing what he can do. And then the obedience and all that, you're like, get over here. Lights down and
one of the things I'm clear about too, when people see us out at different events, or we did some stuff here the other day, is Loki does some things a normal service dog won't. He'll do some flashy things, but that is to draw attention to us so that people do come over and talk to us. Like Loki knows English, German, Italian, and hand signals.
Wow.
So, those are, and they all have a different purpose. The English is kind of the lazy sit. The German would be the more, the quicker, more strict. The Italian is because I'm Italian. I just wanted to do some Italian words. And the hand signals, if I'm in church or if I'm somewhere I want to be quiet, I want them to be able to recognize hand signals. So again, we'll do the same with the veteran or first responder. What do you need? What are you looking for? What is going to be the easiest for you? Because you're essentially becoming a trainer of your own dog.
Okay.
Very proud to say Debbie and Bella, who are on our program right now, Debbie is becoming a phenomenal trainer, teaching her dog other tasks that weren't originally put on the dog. She's doing a lot of work with our collaborating kennel, American Canine Dynamics, out in Jefferson. They help us tremendously with the training of these service dogs. And she's gotten her foundation through them, and I've gone over to her house and we've worked with her as well. But she's put some tasks on her dog that it impressed me.
So you have to train the dog and the owner.
Yes.
And how to train the dog.
Yeah.
It's probably never ending.
It is never ending. You're absolutely correct. The best thing we have found is they go through the training together, because there are plenty of service dog companies out there that do a phenomenal job of training a dog, giving it to the veteran, and having a short month or so meet and greet with the dog and the handler, and they're very successful. Being young company and new to the service dog, we want to pair them to give them the best success. So the veteran or first responder is going to go out to American Canine Dynamics, or they or I will go to the veteran's home and we'll do work that way. So they can learn the commands, they can learn timing, all the little intricacies that are necessary to have an effective dog. And we want to know their home environment as well, because everybody has to have the same commands for the dog. Otherwise, it's not fair for the dog.
Right.
You can't expect. I always say, if Loki's not doing something I want him to do, it's because I failed to properly teach him how to do it, or what I'm really asking for. So.
Yeah, they're amazingly smart creatures.
They are. They just need.
Boggles my mind.
Yeah, they need They need fairness and consistency.
Yep.
Yeah. Thanks for watching. Join us next week for the second part of the interview, where we talk to Melissa about her First Responders 5K.